This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we show you the flavor of life here in the District of New Jersey. Hey everyone, and welcome back to INC Radio New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we show you the flavor of life. And for today's flavor, we're not even in New Jersey. Well, I am, but you'll be seeing in a bit. But we are talking about the city of brotherly love, and they are celebrating, the local congregation there is celebrating their 11th anniversary. I don't even have enough fingers for that. So they're celebrating a momentous occasion. And to get to know a bit more about Philadelphia, we have a video for you. So let's watch. Maybe we could use some on-site video. All right, but we do have some special guests. Just so you know, we are joined by some people on site right over there in Philadelphia. We have Shay Diane, DJ, and Karen. Say hi, y'all.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
All right, how's everything going over there?
All right. I think we're having some technical difficulties on our tech side. So I guess our tech will let us know when they're ready to show the video. But in the meantime, why don't we get started? What do you guys think? Yeah?
Sounds
do it.
good.
Okay, good. I know everyone's a little nervous, but we're excited because we're in the city of brotherly love here in the local congregation of Philadelphia. And what I know about Philadelphia, or what I remember about Philadelphia, is the rich American history in the city, along with the famous Philly cheesesteaks. Of course, we have to mention food because we love food. So let's learn more from Karen, Shay Diane, and DJ. So starting with, what is one of your favorite things about Philadelphia? Karen.
So I'm sorry. One of my favorite things about Philadelphia is the culture. Philadelphia is rich in different cultures, the diversity of the culture. Growing up as a kid, I only knew about African American culture, but as I grew older and learned the city and found out that there's many cultures here, and you can just learn about it. I learned about it in school. I learned about it through my friends, through work. So the culture is what I really enjoy about Philadelphia.
So one of my favorite things about Philadelphia is that it's just a very small city that you can explore and take aesthetic pictures anywhere you go.
One of my favorite things about Philadelphia is definitely the people and their love for the city, and definitely for their sports love. So it's one of my favorite things about Philadelphia.
All right, that's so awesome. And whenever I think of Philadelphia, they call it the city of brotherly love. It's the city of Ben Franklin. It is the city where America, the United States actually became a nation. That's where the Declaration of Independence was drafted and signed. So, for you history buffs out there, go visit. I mean, we sure you've heard of it. And then have a cheesesteak.
All right, I think our video is ready. So let's watch that. Let's watch this video.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. There's no shortage of places to visit, but among the famous tourist attractions, there are hidden gems waiting to be explored. I'm Sister Shaydan Apalacho. Come with me as I show you some of the wonderful places to visit in this beautiful city.
Philadelphia is a city richly steeped in history.
Many of the city sites and landmarks commemorate its role in the birth of the United States. If you want to learn more about American history, you should visit Independence Hall, located at Independence National Historical Park. It was in this building that both the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were debated, drafted, and signed. The National Constitution Center is also another must-see historical landmark. It was established to educate the public about the United States Constitution and its history. You can also visit the Betsy Ross House. This historic landmark is the former home of Betsy Ross, the woman who made the first American flag. Visitors can take a tour of the house and learn about the history of the American flag and its role in the Revolutionary War. If all of this history is making you hungry, there are plenty of places to eat out all around the city. The Reading Terminal Market is a bustling indoor market that has been in operation since 1893. It is a must-visit for any foodie. The market features dozens of vendors selling everything from fresh produce to artisanal cheeses, and there are plenty of options for a quick bite or a full meal. With its lively atmosphere and diverse offerings, Reading Terminal Market is a true Philadelphia experience. And any visit to Philadelphia wouldn't be complete without trying our world-famous Philadelphia cheesesteaks. Philadelphia also has a vast array of open spaces and parks to explore and visit. For nature lovers, Fairmount Park is a perfect destination. Spanning over 2,000 acres, it is one of the largest urban parks in the United States. Visitors can enjoy hiking, biking, and even horseback riding through the park's scenic trails. The park also features a variety of historical mansions and buildings, such as the Fairmount Water Works, that provide a glimpse into Philadelphia's past. And don't forget to visit the iconic Rocky statue before running up the iconic Rocky Steps at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. The best part of your visit will be the ability to attend a worship service wherever you are in the city. The nearest local congregation is a local congregation of Philadelphia. It is at 4253 Paul Street, an 8-mile drive from central Philadelphia and easily accessible by bus or train from all over the city. There are also neighboring local congregations nearby in Pennsylvania. There are also several local congregations in the neighboring states of Delaware and New Jersey. Although Philadelphia is bustling with things to do, members of the Church of Christ continue to give back to their communities by holding different Care for Humanity events, including food donation, winter clothing drives, and free health screenings to the local communities. We hope you enjoyed some of our favorite spots here in the city of brotherly love. I'm Sister Shaydan Apalacio, and we hope to see you soon here in the city of Philadelphia.
Wow, doesn't that just make you want to go there? Such an awesome place. Such an awesome place with awesome people. We really appreciate it. All right, so folks, we saw what was on the video and it looked so cool. So much to do there. So much history. Let's go back to our experts. So yeah, Karen, Shay Diane, and DJ, what is something that each of you would always recommend to someone who is new to the area and just visiting?
When we have visitors to our area, I always recommend the museums, because we have many museums and there's lots to learn about. And the history of our country, started here. So there's lots to do and lots to see in the many museums. Some are touch museum, some are just look around and learn. So I recommend the museums.
Can we pause a second? What is the Touch Museum? I want to go to museums.
There's a Please Touch Museum. It's mostly for kids, that they can go in and they can touch things and get to feel things, because kids are always, they like to learn with their hands. So there's a museum in Philadelphia in the Fairmount Park area. It's a big museum with different things that the children can explore and touch and feel and learn about.
That's fun, especially just in time for summer break. All right, moving on. Who's next?
For me, I would recommend visiting or strolling around Fairmount Park and also Center City. There are very cute shops and restaurants that you can eat everywhere around the city. And for those who like taking pictures, it's the perfect spot to do it. So,
Uh, One thing I would definitely recommend when you're in the area is to, I said in the video, to try at least one cheesesteak. It can be any cheesesteak in Philadelphia. It'll definitely be the best cheesesteak we will ever get. There's a reason why the cheesesteak is named after Philadelphia. Is because in Philadelphia, there's no other cheesesteak you will ever try that will be ever top. It's the best cheesesteak you'll ever get.
Jeff, I think we have a minute to debate top cheesesteak spots, right? What do you think, Jeff?
Oh, let's do it. This is.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
I know this
I
is
can't
not part
wait.
of our trivia, but let's ask our panel for their recommended cheesesteak spots. Starting with Karen, do you have a favorite cheesesteak spot to recommend?
I recommend the local spots because some of your local areas, they're pretty good. So if you're visiting someone, ask them like for the local one, the one that's nearby where they at, because wherever you get a cheesesteak from in Philadelphia, it's delicious.
So a local deli, like I can just stop on the corner store.
Not really the corner store, but some of the the pizza restaurants. You know, I have one near me where I go, and their pizzas, their cheesesteaks are delicious.
All right, so a pizza spot that sells cheesesteaks.
Yes.
Okay, that's fun. All right, what about you, Shay? What do
My
you what
go-to
brand?
is Alessandro's for sure. They have fresh Philly cheesesteaks, and oh, it's just so good.
Can you spell Delisandro's, please? This is
Uh,
no spelling bee.
I usually just Google it, but I think it's DALESSANDRO''S.
All right, Team Live Shot to let us know if you spelled it right. All right, what about you, DJ? What's your favorite cheesesteak spot?
My favorite cheesesteak spot is definitely Angelo's. There's always a big line in getting the cheesesteak, but it's always worth it to get that cheesesteak. It's fresh bread, fresh steak off the grill. It's very delicious. I would definitely recommend
Is that
Angelo's
Angelo's?
in downtown Philadelphia.
Angelo's.
Angelo's, yes,
I think we all
Angelo's.
know how to spell Angelo's. All right, I don't know if I've eaten there. We've gone to like 3 spots. I don't remember.
Personally, I think it's the bread here in Philadelphia that really makes the cheesesteak. So that's why I say wherever you go, the cheesesteak is good.
I agree.
As long as it's from
agree.
Philadelphia.
From Philadelphia,
That's
correct.
how I feel about New York bagels, as long as it's made in New York. Okay. All right. Our next question is it's a little different for everyone here. So we're going to go one by one. So as the Light of Salvation Vice President, Karen, how do you feel about Philadelphia reaching its 11th anniversary?
I feel thankful that we have reached our 11th anniversary here in Philadelphia. I've been in LOS since for years. So being the LOS assistant president, it gives me an opportunity now to, in the past, I used to pick up people and I have to drive them so far. So I was limited in the amount of people that I can, guests that I can invite because my car wasn't so big. I always had a van then, but now being here in the city and being closer, I can just invite my family and friends to the chapel, to the different events, to service, and they can even, they're close by. Every transportation comes here. We're not far from the mini transportation. So instead of having to worry about picking many people up, I can just, give them the address and they're just a bus ride away. That's what, that's what I'm most thankful for, that now I can invite many to hear the words.
That's awesome. Public transportation is always a good idea. Although I'd love to get picked up in your van, Karen, and hang out a little bit. All right, what about you, Diane, as the assistant choir leader here in Philadelphia? How do you feel about Philadelphia reaching its 11th anniversary?
I feel very blessed. It's such a blessing to have such a beautiful house of worship here in Philadelphia, to just be able to pray and worship God. It's just very, very blessed.
All right, and moving on, last but not least, to our current Kadiwa president, and that's the organization for unmarried people who are 18 and above. DJ, how do you feel about Philadelphia reaching its 11th anniversary? And you're actually from here, like
That's right.
from well, like Karen. So you're not a transplant. So how
Right,
do you
right.
feel about it?
Well, I feel very grateful that the local Philadelphia has reached this milestone of 11 years. I remember when I was young, when it was just humble beginnings, when the local Philadelphia was just renting a deli to worship in order to worship, and then we have to move to a different location. We have to rent and share with another congregation, and then after many years of finding a good place to call home, we managed to find this place, and we were able to finally been blessed to find a beautiful house of worship that we can finally call home. Yeah.
It is beautiful from the outside until the inside. It is a beautiful place and lots of space, which is always a good thing, right? Because we're always growing. All right, I'm going to toss it over to Jeff for our next segment.
All right, folks. Now we have asked our panel for some information. Now it's time for them to ask you for some information. We have a trivia challenge. So now it's time for trivia. Over to you, Karen.
Okay, so this is for Team Live Chat. What is the date of the establishment of this locale, of the locale of Philadelphia?
For the next question is, what's the name of the street of the first place of worship of the locale of Philadelphia?
And next question is, name 3 of the CFO presidents, past or present, in the locale of Philadelphia.
All right, we're going to take a pause because that was a lot of questions in 30 seconds. And I do see some answers coming in. I don't know if they're correct. So we're going to go to Karen. Please repeat the question and then say the answer.
Okay, so the question was, what is the date of the establishment of the locale of Philadelphia? And the answer would be June 20, 2014. Did any of you get that right?
I think I saw some in the live chat. It's going very fast with the hashtags.
Great.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have DJ. Please repeat your question and give us the answer.
So the question was, what is the name of the street of the first place of worship of the locale of Philadelphia? And the answer is Welsh Road.
Could you spell that?
WELSH Road.
Road. Okay. All right. I don't know if anyone got that one. The live chat's going so fast. Okay. All right. Shay, you're next.
All right, 3 of the CFO presidents, past or present. So we have our Bukwat president, which is Dale Schrader, our very own Kadiwa president, DJ Orlimos, our Binhi president from past, Annabelle Gorillo, and our CWS president, Sherry Potente.
All right. I don't know if we have any winners. I think our behind the scenes crew, Grace and Abe, will let us know if we have any winners. This chat on my side is going fast. So we're actually going to move on to our next segment, the shout outs. So let's see that bumper.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning. Happy birthday. Congratulations. I have to shout out.
Mom, dad, best friend.
All right, we're going to start off with our panel here in Philadelphia. Karen, do you have any shout outs?
Yes, I'd like to shout out our locale of Philadelphia. Happy 11th anniversary to everyone. I also like to shout out my family and friends who are listening, and those who are supporting everyone that support our radio show here in New Jersey.
All right, next we have Shay, shout outs.
So shout out to my parents over in High Point, North Carolina, brother Alvin and Sheila Apalacho, my friend Kina from Athens, Greece, my friend Ann Denogan and her family from Guam, and Michaela from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Awesome. All right. DJ, you're up.
I would like to shout out to my family first and foremost. Salamat po, mahal po kayo. I would like to shout out to my friends for always supporting me. A special shout out to Joseph Palabrica for his upcoming baptism this month, and a special shout out to all the INC crew media for setting up this beautiful program we have today. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. All right, Jeff, you're up next for your shout outs.
All right, so I gotta say a big Philly shout out to Ahmad Walid and our very own Naima for being tour guides. This was years ago, but if you ever need a tour of Philadelphia, there are go-tos. Also, shout out to Grace Quarto, who is from Philly but had moved over to Milwaukee. Happy first birthday to Eloise Fernandez over here in Bergen. Happy birthday also to Feljon Lazaro, a former South Jerseyan in Philadelphia, and happy birthday to Rael Dorone, Isabel Galano, and also to former District of New Jersey and brother Christian Agron, and happy birthday to our very own Royal Moline.
Awesome. And then from my end, I just want to shout out our tech here today. And also our behind the scenes crew, which we can't see on that side, but they'll join us in the final wave off. Thanks so much for setting up our studio set today. All right, I'm going to try to get through this very quickly. First, we want to say hello to those in the live chat watching right now: our brother Royal, brother James, brother Bernard, and brother Jeff Gingab, and also Sister Mayan, and from our out of district, who is here today with us, Alazan Kina Villanueva from Athens, Greece. Oh, I hope you're staying cool. It's really hot over there. Melissa Tamase Potes, she's originally from here. She says happy anniversary to the locale of Philadelphia. Much love from Orlando, Florida. And of course, always there with us, brother Mario Oka from Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North there in the Philippines. And we have a long list of names who are greeting Philadelphia happy anniversary. So we have Celeste Carino, Grace Cuarto, James, brother James Timothy Malabanan, Alison Kina Villanueva, brother Bernard Guerzon, sister Melissa Potes, sister Nixie Lauren, Arnulfo Mendoza, brother Kevin Kabiling, sister Sai Garoda, she's actually here. And also Sister Marisol Dagda, Sister Mayan, Sister Michelle Rizal, Sister Nicole Alagar Torno, Sister Naima, Sister Maan Fernandez. I think you know who that is, Brother Jeff. Sister Mary Beth Ventis, Brother Will Moline, and this is, my eyes are playing tricks on me, Shawnee Schrader. All right, Brother Raymond Villegas and Sister Sally Roman. All right. That's a lot of names, right? Did I say that really fast? Okay, we're going to toss it over to our panel for our hashtag. So let's see that bumper.
So
Now announcing our hashtag winners.
for the honorable mentions, we have the locale of Bergen.
For third place, we have the locale of Bayonne.
For second place, we have the locale of Winslow.
And for our first place winner, Alston.
All right, congrats. But I think Philadelphia is going to win this week. What do you think, Jeff?
They honestly they deserve it. Philly really deserves some recognition, some love because it is the city of brotherly love and it's their anniversary. Also, shout out to Kuya Manley for, he's a former Philadelphian. So, Kuya Manley, let us know your your memories of Philadelphia.
All right. So I do have one more shout out to add. We have brother Mike DePano who wants to wish Philadelphia a happy anniversary. I know he was here before. All right. So I think, Jeff, unless we want to talk more about food, we can close out the show.
And we'd love to talk more about food, but we only got a couple minutes left, so that's it for today's show. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. We saw so much going on. The live chat was just kept going. It was so fast. It was so hard to keep track. So, we love all of you, and we hope that you have learned a bit about Philadelphia if you weren't familiar with it before. And so on your next trip, go check it out. Go see what's up with the city of brotherly love and see why they call it the city of brotherly love and show some love to that city. Okay, if you found value in our discussion today, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you think this episode would be helpful to someone you know, please share the link with them. And if there is a topic you'd like to hear about or want to join the panel for a discussion, please feel free to reach out to us. And also, you know, congratulations to the 11th anniversary of the local congregation of Philadelphia.
All right. It's so hard to say goodbye. But before we go, we'd like to thank, of course, the church administration for their continued support to INC Radio and allowing us to have this show where we can stay connected and learn together and celebrate together, especially on this wonderful occasion of the 11th anniversary of the local congregation of Philadelphia. We'd like to acknowledge our Assistant District Supervising Minister, Brother Ruben Busos Jr., our Christian Family Organization Overseer, Brother Royal Moline, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother James Malabanam. But we especially thank our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Manalo. We'd also like to thank our INT radio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai.
And before we say goodbye, we again thank all of those who listened in on today's show. It was great hearing from those who were here before. It was thank you for supporting us. And if you and thanks for watching our episode. So we'll see you next time on the next episode of INC Radio.
Happy anniversary, Philadelphia.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station